All right, we're getting a little yard work done here at the Red Cabin. Got some music going. Tin doing some leaves. I'm ready to do this septic here. It's looking good. I don't want to drop this in it. We're burning some leaves, but I'm going to put a ring on this septic. It looks good. We cleaned that pipe out last year. Oh, we cleaned that pipe out last year. It had a lot of this kind of stuff in it right here. This is like a mat of the network of tree roots. So we'll get that toilet going in there. Anyway, here's how the yard looks. Broke out the John Deere. I couldn't help myself. And we'll give it a good run over of stuff. Alex has already raked the leaves, so he says, I already did that. But anyway, I'll give you a quick little overview of inside the cabin too. Because, oh, the power must have went out. I'll have to charge that battery. But either way, we got the wall. We had to move the sink and the stove so I can attack this wall. This wall needs to get studs on it, and I gotta wire it. I've got studs and wiring for all the other ones. So that's coming up next. I just need to grab some 2x4s. All right, thanks for coming out, guys. Let me just see if I can't. Sorry, it's a little messy. Progress at the Red Cabin. Thanks for coming out, guys. Alright, Tim's gonna take this tree. It's too close to this other tree anyway, and it's leaning back. Yep. And then we're going to do this one here too.
Let's see if this can get us out to like baby level.
Yeah. Woo! All right, that was too close to our fire pit. Count the rings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14-year-old, and it was about 10, 12 feet, so almost about a foot a year for that's not a white pine, but it's some type of conifer. Anyway, yeah, and it's a too rich of a mixture, obviously, but all right. Well, the yard's shaping up. We moved the fire pit. I tamped down the septic area, moved the fire pit. Those stones are getting cooled off, and we'll just put them around here to signify keeping it safe, and this will be our new fire pit. All right, guys, good day at the neighborhood. Thanks for coming out. Well, here we are on a beautiful, warm Sunday. Grass Lakes is looking good. All these other houses are starting to get spiffed up. Our neighbor next door, we just met him, Rick. He just got it, and he got a steal on it, and it's already worth like 67 grand, and he didn't even put they didn't even assess it with what he's done inside. Probably close to worth 75 or something. Nice place. Here's our well. Here's the front. We're gonna get those windows in this year. Gotta get that shit out of there. There's a lot of stuff in there. I'll do the yard first. So here we are, looking good. Alex did some good leaf cleaning, so the yard's looking great. We got the septic buried. I'm gonna do 2 more of those today before we split, and I want to do a nice ride. Go for a nice ride. There's our new fire pit. Cleaned up the backyard, took down a couple of trees. We had a tree over here that was misplaced. It just took from the yard. There's our septic, buried. Back of the house looking good. That house sold for about 70 or 80, maybe 75, 80. What they did want 120, but you ain't gonna get 120 out here, not yet anyway. We need to grade that area up there a little bit. I'm gonna get Howie to just use his Bobcat or one of his tractors to do it. So the yard looks great. This used to be a big open area for our septic. Now it's accessible. We'll get that toilet going and all that. The yard looks great. I hear this place might be going up for sale. It's big. The guy supposedly got in a motorcycle accident. Everybody knows a little bit about someone, so you hear a little story. Alright, so let's take a peek at what we've done inside. I filled in some new studs and finished wiring the electrical. I just need to do the sockets. So here we are. Oops, sorry, I just blew right by. This is sort of like the front porch area. It's a little messy because we got like wood here, our crappy workbench, makeshift, a lot of crap on it. Stuff just buried in the corner. We'll get to that. The toilet. Basically the toilet's right here. So it's going to be a small bathroom. I'm going to frame it out here. The shower is right in that corner. You can't see it. But here's the stink pipe that goes to the roof. But I'll probably wall it off here a little bit. Might be 8 by 4. Not very big. But anyway, let's go back. What do you want? It's in the garage, in the shed portion. So I've pulled some things off the wall, old fridge. Pulled the stove out and pulled the sink out so that we could do the proper wiring. This wall had not been finished. So I finished the wiring. I put box. We had to pull down the shelves and everything. You'll see in the old videos that these were all shelved, the kitchen area. We moved it all. So I got my boxes in place. I had to put new studs up here. And then I'm going to sheathe the inside. I think I'm going to do T111, to be honest. It'll really give it some good stability. Give it a good clean look. Yeah, sconce lighting around there. I might brick or stone this up, or I might just use aluminum. I'm not sure. Corrugated aluminum for reflective for the stove. I built a little makeshift wood rack to keep wood organized because it always got clustered here. And it still is sort of a little bit, but I'm going to tidy this up. This bed really fit nice in here. If you've seen old videos, the big double bed didn't work out so well. Sorry about all this crap in the middle. You got a studio, you got to put stuff in the middle to do any work. There's our ceiling again. Chandelier and a couple fans are going to go up on each side. Fan lights. Not sure how I'm going to work those. I'm not sure how I'm going to work with switches. Switches cause a lot of grief, and I might just, I don't know. We'll think about that. Anyway, for the lights, we'll think about that. Because putting switches in means more wires to walls and holes in the wall for sockets or for switches. When you're at the light, you can just pull the light. I don't know. I'll look and see what kind we have. So I got all the wiring behind the bed, all the way up, a couple sockets up there, so even the top bunk can have something. Scon lighting, they're going to be there, a socket up there with the lights that go to the fans. Also, you see that socket up there? There's just a socket there. I matched one over there on the other side. You can never have too many sockets when you're doing the wiring, I think. Like, you get one chance to do it all right, or else you got to pull it all apart. It's a mess when it's all finished. So these are the cabinets that I've refinished. There. All this stuff is going to be cleaned up. And all the wiring, here's our box. I'm going to have to add a few more breakers to that. Here's another view of that where the bathroom's going to be. That's the bathroom door. Goes to the garage. Anyway, this is a cluster table, sorry. But here it is. You know, it looks pretty good. I got it all wired, that whole back wall wired. This is all wired too. And we'll start it up with the generator and see how that works, and then we'll see if we can get to pass code. I still have to wire the shed. You know, I don't know where I'm going to put some wires and some lighting, but it shouldn't be too difficult. And our neighbor Rick across the street, he's an electrician, so I can get him to verify everything, make sure everything looks good. Anyway, thanks for coming out.